Welcome everyone to the channel. Welcome new subscribers and returning subscribers. It's great to have you all here. This will be an energy update, so let's go ahead and get into our messages and let's charge it up. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the infinite creator. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of the 7 universes, the 144 sectors of each universe, the 144,000 galaxies of each sector, the 144 million constellations of each galaxy, the 12 solar systems of each constellation, and the 12 planets of each solar system. With that, I say Ashe, Amun-Ra, Aibobo. Thank you, thank you, thank you, Source, for these messages we're about to receive, for the collective to have clarity on questions that they have, and even the ones that they did not know that they had. Alright, so let's see what we got going on. Message for the collective. Let's see what area of your life or part of your personality Source wants to speak on. Part of the personality will be connected to the planet, and the house has to do with the area of your life. We have here the 11th house and the 9th house, so Sagittarius house, Aquarius house. So this is knowing the truth that you seek, trusting and knowing in your higher education, or knowing that you want to embark on a journey to gain higher knowledge. But let's see what this is all about. This could also be knowing you have a connection to a past life when it comes to children or even your own. But we have coming out here the 3rd house. So with this coming out first, the messages will be connected to your potential to learn something, okay? And your local neighborhood. So you could be working with the youth in your local neighborhood here. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Neptune's energy, which is all about your fantasies, yearnings, longings, and potential for illusion. All right, so with Neptune's energy, it could also connect to communicating with the youth in regards to their psychic and mystical capacities, their dreams. And some of these children may be sensitive to nature itself in terms of the senses, what they feel, what they see, what they touch, what they smell, but hear all of the 5 senses, but don't have anyone to speak about that. And that can cause, delusion at some point later on down the line if they don't have the ability or the support system to communicate that which is within. But let's see what else we have coming out for you. Or this could even be you. Being the person you wish you had, and then we have the 7th house, okay? So now we're talking about the area of your life that is about long-term significant partners, romantic, business, or family. And in this area of your life, there is a great potential to learn something and your local neighborhood. So it's almost as if something that you've been searching is not as far of a stretch as you thought it was. It's all, more so about your connection to it, and even connecting that with your God intelligence. Okay, so this is really trusting in the intel that you receive, and also growing through confrontation when it comes to certain partnerships, because you're seeing something within you that's being acknowledged or clarified outside of you. Okay, but let's see what this is about here. Where are we going with this? Let's go over here. Let's continue on with the messages from this deck that I have put together. Sorry for the loud shuffle. Well, no regrets. Excuse me for the loud shuffle. Because you only say sorry when you regret. So that's another thing. Too many sorries, it brings forth the energy of regret. And remember, energy can't be created nor destroyed, only transferred. So that could also be part of learning something here when it comes to significant partners and the way you express yourself. are the words that you're using bringing forth life or destruction, and destruction without repair due to ignorance. As we know, ignorance is not bliss. So let's see, what is this? Okay, wow, we have strength, be still, and shine. Okay, so in the middle of this, it's looking like there has to be a point where you gain the strength and the confidence before you move forward with certain connections or partnerships, or the way that you communicate certain things. Okay, being still before you're able to bring balance into a situation if need be. Okay, with 5 being in the center here, 5 is all about change. Okay, so there's a shift happening, but it requires you to be still. The way that bike is revving up outside. Let me let that pass. I wanted to see what it was, but I couldn't see it. See what type of bike it was. But anywho, so it's also an energy where you don't want to move too quickly on a decision, especially with Venus and Mercury being retrograde. There could be some things that you're uncovering beneath the surface that may have prevented you from fully stepping into your strength and courage to shine, because these are both connected to the sun's energy or Leo energy. And then we have the 5th house, which is Leo, the house of I will, the house of creativity, children, projects, hobbies. But when we're talking about the sun here, we're talking about your basic drive for significance and your psychic and physical energy, in comparison to the Neptune energy of it being more of a psychic and spiritual aspect, or emotional, because that is the energy and motion that moves through you, that can't be created nor destroyed. Like the soul, it's eternal. Okay, at the top of the deck here, we do have a zodiac sign. We have Taurus. So the energy around you as it pertains to this information thus far shows the abundance of nature. It is rich, earthy, and productive, yet relaxed and slow. Okay, so there you have it, collective. This is really, letting you know, slow and steady wins the race. It's almost like not waiting for the perfect time, because there isn't a perfect time, but there is also a moment to really release anything that may be causing you to be hasty in action or impulsive. Okay, so under Taurus we have 33. Balance will be restored. Soul fragments. What is under this? Okay, secret temptations, being led astray. Okay, there we go. So we put it this way, which is the way it did come out. 3-3-31. All right, so this is really mastering something. 3 is also connected to the Empress, which is Taurus energy or Libra energy. So this is really balancing your emotional security, so you're not led astray and you're able to make the proper choices based on decisions, and taking the proper action based on decisions that you're making. Okay, under that we have integrity. So following your truth, because that's one thing about the soul. It wouldn't lead you astray. The ego would, if you're moving just with the ego and not balancing out the two. Okay, so that's a message. That is a message for the collective. Let's move on here. We already know that we're talking about the 3rd house, your potential to learn something, and your local neighborhood. And this is also connected to, as you know, communication with Gemini, or the 3rd house is connected to communication, information, younger siblings, networking. So this could be a collaboration if you have younger siblings, collaborating with your younger siblings, however that fits, or anybody that you may have mentored. You could also be you know, connecting with that energy to create a business that is long-term and significant. All right. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. So a lot of signs through sound. You may hear certain things that may not even be in your environment or that close for you to hear it, kind of like a dolphin. Let's see. What do we have going on for the collective? Okay. So we have sensuality coming out with number 30. That was also connected to strength. So using the strength of your sensuality to come up with the plan for some of you here. And this is also connected to the King of Swords. Now this is looking at someone who's born between March 14th and March 21st. Also connected to, timing-wise, January 19th to February 21st, which would be Aquarius season, right? As it is the King of Swords. But this is also connected to the air element, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. So this is also talking about integrity when it comes to your sensuality. What moves you? What moves you in this space where you're confident to connect and be one, right? We have the clover at the bottom of the deck, number 2, which is the 6 of Pentacles, which is Moon in Taurus. Now, Moon in Taurus is all about grounding your emotions and knowing the way you feel and really sensing that emotional security, so you're really able to step into this vibe of abundance, fertility that's ever growing, ever expanding. A lot of earth energy here, as you can see, with plants and things like that too. So definitely connecting that to the North Node in Taurus. Some of you could also be distributing something when it comes to earthy foods or foods of nature that will allow you to really grow in connections. So really, like it has it here with balancing the yin and the yang. You could be distributing some type of product that can help balance the yin and the yang. That's what it is, okay? Okay, so we have concern here, 30, 33, 333 again with the tulips. So this could be someone's grandfather who's concerned about your sensuality and you connecting to it. Let me see, tell me more about this. Okay, so we have the polar bear with the storm and then the staircase. Okay, so this polar bear carries the 10 of Wands energy, which is Saturn and Uranus. So obstacles and challenges that you may have had that may have brought you to this stormy type of energy of the King of Wands, where it's stormy because you're realizing what it is that you may have picked up through your inner wisdom, knowing that you are a giver of wisdom and connecting to your higher spirit of leadership. So this here also connects with the air sign of Libra, which is a cardinal sign, okay, which would be the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is more so a feminine energy that really separates the emotion to connect to the logic to bring forth justice. And with that justice, here we have the Queen of Pentacles, or the number 22. The Queen of Pentacles is basically focused on what it is that you want to create, your security, you know, being more practical about your ambitions and really seeing which route you're going to take it when it comes to your potential to learn something and what that means to you and how it connects to significant partners, whether if it's romantic, business, or family. All right, so let's get some more here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have number 11, the whip and the broom. So really feeling the sting of certain situations that you have to clean up and not conforming to society as to when to change it or how to move. You're really focused on your intuition here, your knowing. Okay. We can also look at this as you trusting the messages that are coming from Source, Mercury and Sag here, in order for you to balance a situation out, to know which direction you're going to take, and not conforming to what anyone has to say about when you should or why you should, or however that falls into place for you. Okay. Let's see what else we got going on here. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's see. Very likely. Okay. Tell me more about this energy for the collective, Source. Tell me more about this energy for the collective. See, we have a water carrier, which is Aquarius again, humanitarian, generosity, nobility, balance, calm life, communication, compassion, alleviate suffering, benefactor. What is this all about, Source? What's the storm card here for the collective? What's the storm about? The crew. Whether if you're in sync with the crew, do you have this sense of togetherness, teamwork, co-creation? And this would be connected to your troops, your challenges you've gone through to attain these troops when it comes to your philosophy of life now. Okay? Tell me more about this. That 3 of Sag. And then the 7 of Pisces. Unresolved issues held together. Okay, so that's what this storm is really showing you. Things that were unresolved that you were holding tightly to because of the fear of separation, and it's caused a heavy burden, and it's no longer your responsibility. So be prepared to go to the next phase. It may be a long journey. It may have been a long journey, but you're moving on here. Okay, let's get one more. Yep. The crystal ball, which talks about your intuition, premonition, seeing clearly, using your discernment, following your perception, your sixth sense, through your divination tools, so that you can plan for the future according to your knowledge now of the past, present, and future, trusting your gut reaction, which is connected to this King of Wands. As it may seem chaotic around you, you're aligning with the center. You're the eye of the storm, because after the storm comes the sunshine. This storm doesn't last forever. This storm is temporary. It's literally there to create the winds of change, especially when it comes to burdens here. And that could be the concern of an ascended master, where it's like, you know, having the plan, having the structure, but holding on to things that no longer serve you or not your responsibility, of holding things together or holding someone together is not your responsibility, because everyone is accountable for their own healing. Okay? Tell me about this concern energy. What's the concern here? What's the concern? Yeah, look at that. Spilled milk. Don't sweat the small stuff. Leave it in the past. It's over. Cannot be changed. So yeah, this is really talking about energies that you may want to change when it comes to a particular spirituality or belief system. If somebody doesn't want to change, you can't force them to change, okay? You got to stay on your path. You got to choose wisely with discernment, okay? Trusting your intuition. Tell me more. Curtain call. Curtain call coming out with the concern card here, which is the 6 of Leo or 6 of Wands. Claiming your fortune, claiming what it is that you want to do, showing appreciation for yourself, focusing your attention to what truly matters. Okay, it almost feels like for some of you like you're watching a movie and you're asking yourself, when is it that they want to say cut? We have coin toss at the bottom of the deck. Okay, considering pros and cons, fate, equal side, two sides of every story, butterfly effect. Either way, 50-50 chance, unpredictable, can't decide, take a chance. Taking a chance on living sovereign, because all I heard was, go on, honey, take a chance on coming to America. Then we have the beehive, which is all about persistence, delight, stamina, application, tireless, mindful, hard work, which is also connected to the Queen of Pentacles here. May have been hard work to make a decision as to which side you wanted to go, and being patient or overly patient with the situation that is not going to change, and it may have turned around and really showed you that no, this really ain't it. Tell me about this Queen of Pentacles. Let's see. Queen of Pentacles, 22, which is the Master Builder. We have the Train. Wow, moving on. Okay, whichever path you're going to choose, and this is also connected to the Six of Gemini, which is the Lovers, if you really want to look at it. So this is really connecting to matters that really have your best interest or your best commitment forward, by that other side being committed to what they do. And this commitment is connected to a higher purpose, higher frequencies, mindfulness, not connecting to someone who's committed to a low frequency and not willing to change or resolve issues, baggage. Okay. Now we have here with this number 22, Queen of Pentacles energy, Capricorn energy, Taurus, Virgo, Earth sign. Moving on, life's journey, new endeavor, going away, one direction, being focused on where it is that you're going, focused on the mind's eye direction. Okay. Keep going forward, going with the flow, especially in moments of feeling like you've been inflexible. Like I said, you do have Venus and Mercury retrograde, which is causing you to really analyze a lot, reanalyze, and go back to the drawing board before making a final decision. Ashay. That's why it's important for those of you who are ascending along your journey to really be connected. If you're going to connect to something outside of you, make sure it's connected to the infinite creator, the infinite source. 2240 as I'm saying that. And then we have here at the bottom of the deck, 9 of Taurus. Okay, so refinement, taste, culture, style, fine tune, concentrate, develops over time, purify. What is that? Filter, draw out, infusion, spirits, alcohol, perfume, reduction, cultivation. So some of you could be practicing sobriety in order for you to connect further with your spirits for a moment, so that way you can see things from a clearer point of view, like wanting to be more in tune with your body, your mind, and your soul, so you can fully connect. Not to say that you don't fully connect, enjoying yourself doing what you do, but you may have reached this level where you want to, refine what it is that you're doing in order to be still and hear the actual message as to what to do or where to go when it comes to you moving on your life's journey. What else? We have crack shot. Okay. It says here, competent, superior, precise, expert, sharp tongue, witty, clear cut, dead on, intense, target, showdown, effective, impressive, accurate, skilled, excel, arrogant, first class. Okay, so this is basically on this journey, you're going to just be taking a shot. You're just going to see where it goes. See where it goes. And at the bottom of the deck, it looks like it's going to turn out better than expected. A wish is going to be granted. Serendipity, which came out yesterday. A blessing. Patience pays off, because there's abundance coming to you now. Ashay. Godsend. Perfect timing is divine's timing. That's why I said, if you're going to connect with something outside of you, make sure it's connecting to the Most High source. And source is not God-fearing. Source is not here or intended for you to fear it. Okay? Let's see what we got going on here. is connected to. We have happening now. The situation is or event. Question is occurring right now. What is this about? Whatever this is that you're questioning is very likely that. Alright. Very likely you will be breaking free here. You will be breaking free. Just really connect to that willpower and be receptive to that innocence, because it is the child that's able to have that imagination and really step beyond and see more than just what's seen or even the unseen, whatever that means for you, okay? So finding self, very likely happening now. You're finding self, and you're finding self through the area of your life that is about long-term significant partners, romance, business, or family. And you have a potential here to learn something right now, collector. You have a potential to learn something in the current dynamic that you're in here. Whatever this is that's unlikely, let's see. The unchanged is unlikely that whatever is not changing won't change. Okay. Then we have autumn under that, which is all about full moon. So there goes that forgiveness energy. In order to complete this cycle, here comes forgiveness and gratitude, but forgiveness is for you. Forgiveness is for each person that practices it, not for the other person. Whenever you forgive, it's for you to release the load, to release the burden. Okay? Like it says, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. Let's move on. Tell me more about the potential for the collective to learn something when it comes to significant partners with Venus in Capricorn retrograde. Wow, you see that? And Mars in retrograde. So we have jumping out 9 of Swords and the 8 of Wands. Some of you may be experiencing some anxiety, but rest assured that spirit is, spirit guides you. So, okay, there could be a sense of confusion, but rest assured that there's an invitation or proposal that's going to really allow you to balance things out. Okay, going back to the 8 of Wands, which is Mercury and Sag. And this is all connecting to you seeing your thoughts clearly. Because in this energy here, it's not too clear, which is why it causes anxiety. So you need a moment to be still, like it said in the beginning, before you can allow yourself to shine on what it is that you're going to do moving forward. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Tower. But let's see what comes out. Continue to meditate and contemplate. Contemplate through meditation. What is the message here for the collective? Okay, we have 4 of Pentacles, which is all about stepping away, holding back, so that way you can ground yourself to make the decision, so you're not beating yourself up in the head. And then we got the 7 of Wands coming through again here, which is all about setting up boundaries, not walls, boundaries, in order for you to move beyond this conflicting way of thinking, conflicting way of communicating, especially when it has to do with the transformation you're going through as it relates to your core values here. Look, split the deck, transformation, obstacles, and challenges. So yeah, really getting into a sacred space so you can really learn this new way of thinking that you have, that's really going to bring you financial and material changes. Don't quit right before the miracle occurs. That is the truth. Tell me more about this for the collective source. Tell me more about this energy for the collective. Okay, solar plexus, going right back to that strength card again. Okay, yep, which was number 30. And 33 is mastering a lesson, so that way you're able to now bring it forth or teach, as we were talking about before. Okay. And we have victory and success when it comes to whatever it is that you're going to take a risk on in creating. This could be your own business. I'm also sensing moving to a warmer area. Yep. Here we have the shadow, 318. Now this is really having emotional fulfillment once you use the action of your willpower to see the balance in between your shadow and your light, or the dark and the light, because both are required in order for you to fully connect to significant connections that are long-term, not just temporary. And this is all about each side being balanced as well, so that way when the feedback is given, it's a feedback that allows you to grow. Okay? Because when you're going through confrontations, you want to be able to grow, not be stagnant. So if you're sensing that as you're growing, there's more confrontation, but you feel that it's stagnant, it's almost like a conundrum. You're rewriting your story, but in the same time, there's still something or some residue that's part of the shadow aspect that you can't clearly see, so it's causing this conflict. Connect to your core values. All right. What else do we have here? Yeah. The Sacred Chakra. So this is that change here where Source is telling you to be still. To be still before taking action, because there's still aspect of the shadow, as Mercury and Venus again are retrograde. Okay, and this is actually Mercury and Venus right here. So until you resolve certain issues that doesn't allow you to fully have that emotional security, be still. And know that you're protected by Source. And you'll know. It's really a time where, you know, either you're learning or you have learned when your body tells you yes or no. Because when it's a no, you start to feel the rage, the anxiety, the confusion. When it's a yes, you already know, you keep moving forward, right? It's really that simple. The truth is at the bottom of the deck, again, number 20, which is all about making a decision or a judgment. Now one more card here. Yep. Dope. Passion ignited. The Ace of Wands. Once the process of the rebirth has completed in a particular cycle, this could also be during the springtime, that you'll start to see this new start based on the awakening from being still and really getting clear as to the shadow aspect. This could also be the dark and the light as well, with the Sacred Chakra being the womb. Okay. Let's see. Let me go over here for this. Tell me more about this for the collective. What's this I wanted to fall through here? The Queen of Wands and the Two of Swords. Now the Two of Swords is also a card about being still, not making a move until you fully connect to that inner strength and knowing, okay, that allows you to really see, okay, this is what I am going to do. Balancing what needs to be balanced out, simply said, so that way you can connect to what you are, who you are, why you're doing certain things. The moment you can get to the point of I am doing this, that, or whatever, I am this, then you'll be able to fully see the balance, and the passion will be ignited to move forward and have this new beginning with ambition and excitement. Because like I said, when the body tells you no, here comes the confusion, the anxiety, the rage, and all this other shit. So, yeah. Let's see. Final message here. Final message from the mermaids. What's the message for the collective? Look at that. You have watch your thoughts in a new dawn, literally. Especially in Aquarius season. A new dawn. The worst is now behind you, and positive new experiences are on the horizon due to all of this shadow work you've been doing. Watch your thoughts. It's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. So again, if you're connected to fear and making decisions or around energies that think differently as to what you're doing, then this can impose or interfere with what it is that you're doing moving forward. So until you remove yourself from that aspect, if the conditions are set where you're not able to, like the amazing video that I posted on IG, you know, you want to really put yourself in the position to be able to ground yourself, regroup. Because everything that occurs outside of you first starts within. Right? So that's why it's important to only think about what you desire, not what you fear. And to be able to see through things. That's the Queen of Swords energy, is able to see through it all. Cut through the smoke and the mirrors, cut through the clouds, and really see deeply into what the intention is. And do not ignore that. Do not ignore what your intuition is telling you, especially in moments where you're being asked to be still. Okay? Because there will be a helpful person that comes around that connects fully to the ambition, to the excitement, and not the fear, or connecting to others who have fearful tactics or ways of thinking, of doing something. This helpful person won't come through that way. Some of you may want to initiate contact, and you may realize that this person communicates with you in a way that clarifies what your intuition's been saying. And then you have time to move on. It's time to let go of the old and worn out so that the new can come in. Then we have alchemy and consult an expert. More information is needed. Contact someone with expertise in this area. So this could also be, you know, really researching and digging deeper before making a decision. And it says here, you have the Midas touch right now, and every project you begin turns to gold. And gold is connected to the solar plexus, and that is also talking about your willpower to move forward. When you have the will, you're connecting all aspects, mind, body, and soul, the fire, the water, the air, the earth, planet Kai, the energy that surrounds you, to really merge it all together and create. Astray. Collective, that is your message, energy updates, and I'll see you next time.